y'all, hey, it's Joyce from Elite Expressions, and today we are making the mother of all tic-tac-toe modes. I finally did it. I purchased a big girl mode, okay? Um, I have used it once before, so that's why you see some of the resin drops. But these are the squares for the mold, okay? And then this is the base, all right? So, on this big girl mold, it actually tells you how much resin you'll need. Tic-tac-toe mold set, game board volume is 18 ounces. The game pieces are 3 ounces each for a total of 27 ounces because there are 9. They already have the X's and O's embedded in them, which is great, okay? Looks like I need to do a little bit more cleaning because I do have some clear resin drops that came out. So yeah, this is so nice. I originally saw something similar to this, just scrolling online on Facebook, and a table tic-tac-toe set came up at a furniture store, and it was made out of lucite. It had a black base, and the blocks were clear. The resin maker in me was like, I can make that. So I set forth to try to figure out how can I get a mold that was similar or put together different molds to make it myself. So at first I was just going to use some 2x2 inch cube molds, but then I ended up coming across modern molds on Etsy. And this Etsy shop custom makes your mold to order. I mean, I didn't ask for anything different, but I guess they make them up to order, okay? So here's the website. They're on social media. I've checked them out on Instagram and I think Facebook. And they definitely sell through Etsy, and their website is modernmold.ca. The person that reached out to me, Melissa, was very nice. And of course, when you're spending big girl money for a mold, you kind of want to be treated really nicely. As soon as I made the order, she reached out, and it came in a timely manner. Now, I won't say that this mold is pricey. It is definitely not the same price as Temu or Amazon molds. However, I will say that for what I paid, I am very happy with the quality. It is a heavy, substantial mold that I know that I will be able to get a lot of projects out of. So thank you, Modern Mold. I hope to be purchasing more molds in the future. And now I don't have to buy that ridiculously priced table set, and I can have multiple ones, and friends and family can enjoy them too. So I am going to mix up some resin, and we are going to get started. Resin is mixed, and now we're going to get started. First, we're going to concentrate on this mold here. So I've mixed up about 14 ounces of resin, okay? So I'm just gonna pour a little bit into each one, and then I'll come back and mix up some more resin and top them off, okay? Giving them each a good spritz, and let's start pouring. I am using Paduo resin. The reason why I only poured a little bit of resin at a time was because I want to give this time for the bubbles to come up to the top, and I can work on those. And then once I get those bubbles situated, then I can pour my next batch and top these off, okay? So I'm gonna work on this over the next 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and make up some more resin, and we'll go from there. All right, see you in a bit. I have poured the tic-tac-toe square mold. I poured this part, the blocks. I foresee some sanding in my future. It was going really good. Didn't have any bubbles, but then when I poured the second layer in, it bubbled, and then I can see that I can't really show you on camera. Let's see, like some of the corners were kind of pulling inward, which will happen like if it's curing too fast and it gets a little too hot. So what I did was I tried to go around the edges with just a thin pour, and I kind of made like little lines across the center as I was pulling it around to each square. So whatever, I'll just be sanding. That's no problem. Now for the base, I want the base to be blue. I've mixed up roughly 20 ounces of resin. And don't mind the bubbles, I was stirring recklessly, okay? So I incorporated a lot of bubbles. I'm going to be using this Bombay Blue India ink. Maybe a little bit of this Tranquil color. It's kind of turquoisey. A little bit of gold. And maybe some gold alcohol ink, transparent. We'll just see. You know, I like to just mix colors until the ancestors say stop, okay? So that's what we're gonna do until I get the color that I want. We'll go from there. So let's get to mixing. And I used a bigger measuring cup for this because it's really hard, like after you've done a color, to try to recreate it. So I wanted to pour this base all at one time, okay? Okay, that's a lot, Joyce. Let's put a little of this alcohol ink, just a smidge on. Okay. I want it to be primarily blue, but hopefully that might give it some type of metallic effect. Hopefully you can see in the cup. I like this little scraper thing. I've had it, never really used it. It came with some resin a long time ago. Oh, it's mixing up quite nicely. And I've never had a problem with those India ink colors. It really, if you don't want a transparent piece, that's the color for you. Okay, those are the inks. And I've had them for quite some time. You do have to give them a good shake if you haven't used them in a while. Let's put some more blue in. Let me get just a spoon, just smidgen of mica powder. Okay. We're gonna just use just the tiniest bit. Now this color, Pearl X Aztec Gold. Sometimes mica powder will, when it cures, it pulls to the middle. And if you're doing a square piece, it may make these pillowy bubbles on top, which I'm not opposed to. I'm fine with all of that. Can you see in there? Ooh, pretty. See how the mica powder is kind of giving it a little swirl, just a little hint of metallic, just a little bit. And since I will be outlining the base with a strip of gold vinyl, a hint of gold in the color is not bad at all. Oh, the camera's not picking up the color. It's pretty. There's like a swirl of gold in there. But you know I'm about to add more. Not more gold though, more blue. So kind of overpower that. I don't want that to be the... Okay. I didn't mean to get it on the edge. And here's an iridescent blue. Sorry, I'm just shaking it up. Shaking it up. Oh, that just farted on out. We'll just pour it. Okay. That's enough. Okay. Going around the sides to scrape those up. All right. I think we're Gucci. Let's start pouring. Okay, here we go. Ooh, look at this pretty, pretty blue, baby. I'm gonna just get whatever I can out of here. Oh, y'all, I think we may have, in what we call in the resin world, a perfect pour. Lord, could it be? Could it be? Lord Almighty. Oh my goodness. I think this is dang near perfect. Yeah, I can see that mica already pulling into the center. I mean, it was just 5 minutes, my world. All right. Well, I guess it really does help for people to tell you how much a item is going, how much resin an item takes. Because, well, baby, this is wonderful. Wonderful. Do you hear me? That is perfect. Now, the trick is that the cure, hopefully I use the correct lines. I don't know. Okay, I'm about over scraping. All right, let me clean this here thingamajig up. I'll be right back. Okay, perfect pour central. Look at God. Let's watch this magic bubble dissipation. Whoop. Some of the mica didn't. What do you call it? Dissolve all the way. So, but it's cool. So what I'm gonna do, it is just barely to the top. I may put a final base of clear on there, or just sand it down, because that's thick enough for the base. Just want to get rid of this last little bit of bubbles right there. Okay. Well, I'm alcohol crazy. All right. I see nice little swirl patterns in there, so it just won't be a solid blue. We're gonna pray on this little ditty. I got some gold squares that I'm gonna put in this gold mirrors that we're gonna put down on it. And we're gonna go to town. So I'll see you in a little while. Oh no, I gotta work tomorrow. So I'll be back in about a day and a half. All right, bye. Okay, y'all, so we're back and it's time to demold. It's been about a day and a half. I had to work. So let's demold the board first. All right. Okay, well, looks good. There's some undissolved pieces of gold mica powder, but that's cool. So now let's demold the squares. I told you how I kind of messed these up a little bit, but it's okay, I hope. Ooh. Breaking the seal is something kind of serious. Ooh. We got one. Okay, we got two. I'll trim those up desperately. Oops. And two more. Yippee! Okay. Everything is out. All right. Got some cleaning up to do. So here's our board. Gonna go through and clean all of these bad boys up. Okay, so let's talk. I could clean off the bottom of these. I'm not sure if I am or am not. I mean, like, sand them or whatever. I might just make a new set of squares. We'll see. I had worked initially hard on getting the bubbles out. And then when I poured the second half of resin in there, it incorporated more. So I think I may just, next time, just pour a whole square at a time. I am overall impressed. Now, I want this board to be basically blue and gold. So I have these mirrors that I want to place under the squares so that it will shine upwards gold. So I purchased these mirrors on Amazon, and they have a protective film, and the back is also adhesive. So I want to see if I like it first before I decide to do that. And actually, it looks okay like this. It gives it just a hint. The squares look like ice cubes in a sense. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clip that. Okay. And then around this edge, I want to put a thin strip of gold vinyl around, and maybe find somewhere to personalize it. And that's about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this board up, take some pictures, and show you the finished product. All right, see you in a bit. Bye. Okay, party people, so here's the finished board. I outlined it in gold vinyl. It's kind of like a holographic gold. Hopefully you can see it there. I did put the mirrors on top. I did not stick them down. I just put them down so you can see what the effect is. I wish the golds matched a little bit better, but it's cool. All right, let me try to hook up the camera so you can see what it looks like with the squares on. Okay, so I'm literally holding the camera, but I'm about to put the blocks on. Remember, I did not glue the squares down because I want, I may reuse them. I'm not so committed to this blue, even though it's pretty. I wanted more of a royal blue, and I know that I will use a different mix of mica and blue. So just putting it all together. And I'm not sure, you know, if I like it with the mirrors or without. It does kind of give it a little extra. So yeah, we're just playing around. This is one of our first complete ones. Well, this is my second one I've done. Let's see what it looks like without the mirrors. And then you can tell me in the video which one you like better. And then also too, I'm sorry, my finger keeps getting in the way. I'm toying with coloring in the X's and O's, maybe do the O's in gold and the X's in blue. I don't know, we'll see, we'll just play with it. This is still one of my tester boards, and we'll go from there. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and also please feel free to join my Facebook group, YouTube Resin and Decorative Glassware Crafters. Bye.